I'm photographer David Bergman, and we're here at the Brooklyn Bike Park near the Williamsburg Bridge in New York City. Canon Professional Services allows for evaluation loans on equipment, and they sent me the brand new 600EX2 RT Speedlite to try out. Let's see what I can do with it. The first thing I always do is scout my location. The reason I picked this place is because I want to use the bridge as a background element. I know the shot I want to make, and the first thing I need is someone flying through the air on a bike. Steven is our biker, and he has to get warmed up so he doesn't hurt himself. I want it to look like he's flying high over the bridge, so I find a low angle and shoot wide with the 11 to 24mm lens. I'm shooting with the Canon 5D SR body, so each frame gives me 50 beautiful megapixels to play with. All of the pictures I had seen from this location in the past had a blown out white sky because of where the sun is in the late afternoon. I'm using a simple setup here with 2 speedlights on a bracket to throw some light on my subject and darken that sky. I could get away with using only 1 speedlight, but by doubling my output, I can either darken the sky a little bit more or speed up my recycle time. The speedlights do a great job overpowering the sun, and I have full wireless radio control over them using either the dedicated STE3RT controller or by simply going into my camera menus. As you can see, I got some great energy out of Steven, and I was able to get a nice dramatic background because of the amount of light coming out of the speedlights. For my second setup, I wanted to do something a bit different, more of a fashion portrait. I still want to use some of the bridge, but I'll soften the light on our model Revy, so I'm using the small octabox. I'm also using a longer zoom lens, the 100-400, which is more flattering on the model. We have this beautiful flowing material on the dress, and I want to carefully position her so she's backlit and we can see the effect of the sun on the dress and her hair. I've got the light very close to Revy so I can get more power while also softening the light on her face using a very small portable setup. Now things start to get really fun. Here I wanted to shoot the model and our biker similar to the way I did before, from low and wide to make it look like he's flying over her. My lighting setup is the same as when I shot him jumping alone, using just the 2 speedlights, and this allows both Steven and Revy to be illuminated. I could easily shoot 5 frames a second and the speedlights would have no trouble keeping up, but I decided to shoot single frames because it's critical that I catch him at the very top of his arc as he dramatically flies through the air over all of us. Just to ramp things up a bit at the very end, I add a red gel to another speedlight which was held behind our biker. This gives a warm hint of color to him and the bike and is a nice creative effect that makes them pop off the background and complements the red dress. As the sun set over the horizon and the sky got darker, it all came together for an epic shot using a relatively simple setup. I hope you enjoyed watching me put this shoot together. It was a lot of fun playing with the new 600EX2 RT speedlights. I never had to worry about getting enough power, and they triggered every single time using the radio transmitter. The bottom line is that you don't need a lot of gear to make great images. If you can imagine it, you can capture it.